We're now living in an eternal unfolding tragedy with ever-increasing risks of death and disaster. We're living in climate breakdown, and the words irreversible, inevitable and catastrophic stand out in the latest IPCC reporting. We know that since the Paris Climate Accord was created in 2015, there's been an insane increase in global emissions and vast investments in new fossil fuels from the finance sector, the oil, gas and coal industries. We could say that this is a form of social evil, and that what is now required is the greatest act of global cooperation and solidarity in all of human history. We are at a critical point in human history, and the responsibility sits daily on the shoulders of everyone who knows the truth of the matter. And it's not too late to act, but we must act in deep relation with reality, as if the truth about our planet is real. If your life and that of those that you love depends on your actions today, what would you do? In Extinction Rebellion, we ask ourselves this question because they do. How can we stop the harm and begin to repair? It may sound surprising to some, but the mass participation, open rebellion we've created together as XR is made of love. It's created with deep care and compassion. And when we do disruptive, non-violent work, we aim to open the hearts of the world, to awaken our society to the trajectory we are on, to bring people together in positive resistance, and to collectively engage with the grief of these times. Because without love, you cannot grieve. Grief is transformative, and a connection to death helps us to truly cherish life as sacred. Our last well-known demand is citizens' participation in society through democracy. Through deliberative and inclusive processes, we propose a dialogic solution. We asked what would an approach to our future look like that held a liberatory spirit at its heart. And there is a globalised worldwide project to attempt precisely this. It's called the Global Assembly, and it uses sortition, a lottery-style selection process with stratified final selection to find citizens from all over the world, and then invites these people to meet, to become informed by experience, knowledge and wisdom, and to discuss the most urgent issue of our time, which is to act as swiftly as possible against the catastrophic breakdown of our biosphere. For nations to come together and truly address their own issues and those of their citizens requires a radical opening up of the conversation about what it means to be a human being, what it means to be alive, why we're here, and what we want to think and feel on our deathbeds. We need to become enchanted with one another and for all of life on earth. But how can we love one another if we never meet? This is also a way of connecting people in their own power, because we know that a terrified and traumatised public who feel no sense of agency can be easily encouraged to vote for fascists. So finding ways of powering each other up has become an urgent task. The structures of political and corporate power today are favourable to those with psychopathic character traits, but the average person on our planet knows quite well how to share, how to care for each other, and how to negotiate life's difficult decisions. Participatory politics and a dialogic culture are a key to healing whilst we find a way forward, a form of social technology and innovation. So we have the social technology that we need, or at least some of it, but we must find the tactics to make it possible and the courage to try. So I invite everyone to join in rebellion, to demand to have a say in our collective future. We're more powerful than we think, and there are ways forward, but we must come together to reclaim our humanity. The writer and academic Theodore Zeldin once wrote, "In all the times in history that violence was avoided, curiosity won." In a society with a self-terminating system, curiosity, empathy and compassion become necessary survival skills. But we need institutions to help us to embody them.